This man was sorting through old stuff when he found a veteran's diary. Inside were real World War II stories and priceless photos. The more he read, the more obsessed he became, so he quietly took the diary home to study it. After hesitating a bit, he had a bold idea. He would publish the diary's contents as his own work. He copied it day and night like he couldn't stop. One line said blood had turned the sand black, so he named the story Black Sand, and put his own name as the author. He mailed Black Sand to a publisher and went back to his day job, but soon the editor called praising his work like crazy. When he found out Matthew was only 26, he asked to meet in person. Matthew started to panic. He hadn't even memorized the book, let alone its backstory, so he stalled and pushed the meeting to the end of the month. He read the diary carefully and marked the key parts, took detailed notes and crammed World War II history, watched writer interviews to learn how to talk like an author. Then he poured alcohol on the diary and burned the original. At the launch party, Matthew became the center of attention. After all, Black Sand had taken the literary world by storm. No one could believe a guy this young had written something so powerful. Matthew spoke with ease about his creative process. His unique vibe only made him seem more convincing. Then he saw a graceful woman in the crowd. He walked up to her, but Anna politely turned him down. She had no interest in Matthew, only admiration for the author. Right then, a reporter came over for an interview. When he found out Matthew was the author of Black Sand, the mood turned a little awkward. As Anna walked away, Matthew rushed to catch up. He asked her to dinner, and she was totally caught off guard. Soon the two fell in love, and became a happy couple. 3 years later, they visited her father. He was a military buff with a love for antique weapons, and he often praised Matthew's war novel. One day Matthew was walking by the beach when his phone rang. It was the publisher demanding his next manuscript, or they'd take back the advance. Turns out Matthew hadn't written a single new word in 3 years, but kept asking for money under the excuse of working on a new book. Under pressure, he tried to start writing, but after hours of struggling, he couldn't write a single line. On his father-in-law's birthday, Matthew brought an old book as a gift, but when he saw his brother-in-law's gift, he felt embarrassed. The family's wealthy lifestyle made him feel like an outsider, and the publisher's constant pressure was driving him to the edge.